Okay. Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon said the 7 most dreaded words in fantasy on Trey Benson. I believe we have 2 starting backs, and we heard from Gannon on expectations for Trey Benson next season.
Coach, what are your expectations for Trey Benson this year in terms of his role?
Light it up. You know, we have, I really see us, if he takes a necessary jump from year 1 to year 2, I think we got 2 starting backs. You know, that's how I kind of view those guys. And you see certain teams out there that have like 2 1s, I would say. I think we should have 2 1s next year.
Yeah. By the way, that was me asking the question.
I was going to say, I think I recall that, that handsome voice.
Yeah, Johnny journalist over here. Look at me.
Unbelievable.
Look at you with the common people.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's very rare. Outrageous. Very
As they say, out here grinding.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
I don't even know how to believe it.
It was, and I also, by the way, I also asked him about Kyler Murray's rushing, like the lack of rushing, and he dodged that question. It was a big word salad that made no sense. We're happy he has the ability to be a dual threat quarterback. Didn't address why they didn't use him or whatever.
Right.
You know. Anyway, but as it relates to Benson and Connor, like, yeah, I mean, we saw Connor starting to get older, and I'll have James Conner ranked higher than Trey Benson, but certainly the workload that we've seen Connor get in previous years feels like from that comment, it's not going to happen. Feels like it's going to be a 1A, 1B situation.
I mean, you take Benson in the second round for a reason, right? And when there was moments last year when he got the ball, he looked like a difference maker. It's just they never felt like he was ready to take over the reins or even split it, Lawrence. But I think the talent Benson has, the contact balance, the ability to get downhill. I know he's somebody, when I had him here at the Combine last year, he talked about how much he wanted to continue to work on pass pro specifically. Probably just needed a year of seasoning. I think this will start to kind of tilt towards at least maybe a 60-40 with Benson involved.
Yeah, definitely. He's a bigger running back.
Yes.
Definitely a guy who could take it to the house. Ran a 4.39 at this combine last year, so we know he could do that. I think it was a combo of him just like not being all the way ready.
Yep.
Then they're like, oh damn, James Conner, he still could be good.
Right.
You know, over 1,500 scrimmage yards says that. But like you said, I don't think James Conner completely goes away. He's too good for that at this point, but it could get to a point where it could be like one of those annoying backfields for fantasy. Like, who do you start this week? Kind of like Bucky Irvin, Rashad White, the first half of last season.
Yep.
That's a good call. I do wonder if James Conner ultimately is going to be a value in fantasy drafts.
I think
he's always underrated.
Yes.
And this news and the Trey Benson drumbeat will increase as we get into August. And people are like, James Conner, I'm done. He's old. He's going to be in a committee. And then we're going to look up, and he's going to have 10 touchdowns.
Yep.
And another 1,500 scrimmage yards.
Yeah, and he catches the ball.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.